Amanda. Well, thank you for agreeing to meet with me today. We're at Java Lounge on 157. Have you ever been here before?
Never before.
I've never been here before either. It's pretty nice. It's pretty swanky. It's brand new, so.
It's really nice. Always busy.
Oh yeah, always busy. So one of the reasons that we do these Cup of Joe series is for making sure that we give people in the organization an opportunity to meet people that they might not otherwise run into. You know, we have a number of different facilities. People are spread out all over the place. So if you don't mind, if you would take a moment, I know you and I are familiar with one another, but if you'd introduce yourself, tell me a little bit about how long you've been here and what you do for the city. I'd appreciate it.
Sure. So I'm Amanda Greeley. I'm a Public Works Administrative Assistant. Been with the city for 6 years. This went by pretty fast, actually. I assist with the residents all day long, constantly in communication with them as well as other departments, and it's different every day, and I love it.
That's good. So what facility do you work at? Because that's changed recently, right?
It has. I was at City Hall for the last 6 and just recently moved over to the Service Center. So yeah, a lot of different faces and a lot of new friendships.
So I have a question about that. So I tried to steal you away to come over to the city manager's office a couple of times, and you never came. You know, I said, well, I'm really loyal to my team. I'm loyal to Bart, and I know Bart just retired. So was Bart the anchor? Was Bart the one, or what was it? Is it just the change in general?
It was overall change. We did some restructuring, and engineering is now its own department, and my workload was more with field crews, environmental and streets, and so I knew I needed to kind of follow where the workload was, where I was needed more. And so I do miss City Hall.
Says almost no one ever.
I do. I really enjoyed it over there. I do miss seeing everybody every day, but new friends, new faces, a lot of fun times over at the Service Center too. So it's a good change.
No, that's good. I've always had an affinity for all of our blue collar
They're awesome.
Folks. You know, the guys with muddy boots every day. You know, and not a lot of people get to meet them because their office is a pickup truck or something like that. You know, but yeah, they're great. So tell us a little bit about what your day-to-day looks like. You said you work with residents all the time. What sort of stuff do you work on?
Anything from my sidewalk needs repaired to my trash wasn't picked up to we're moving trash service companies now. So that's been a lot of time. People come in all the time just wanting to see a face. It used to be the face at City Hall, and now they're coming over to see me at the Service Center. So a lot of happy people, a lot of disgruntled people. You kind of get a
pretty good mix.
Yeah, but it's a challenge every day for me, and I like that. I like that a lot. Just being able to assist and to help and come out on top at the end is the goal. So.
Well, according to Jeff and David and everyone over there, even though they come in upset, they tend to leave happy after they talk to you. So we appreciate everything you do for our residents.
Thank you.
So where were you before you came to the city of Mansfield? 6 years here. What did you do before you came here?
Actually, we relocated about 9 years ago. We lived in Ohio. I've been married for 14 years, 3 kids. And I had my own graphic design business that I ran while my kids were at home. And then when they went to school, I decided that I missed the whole customer service aspect of my life. So even though my degree is in graphic design, I'm still utilizing it at the city too. But it's just it was time to go. The weather was too cold, too nasty up there, and so we moved here. I gave up the design business and decided to look for a more steady income and benefits for the family, and I stumbled upon a couple of positions at the city, had a couple interviews, and here we are.
Here we are.
6 years later, yeah. So we've been here 9 years in Mansfield.
So you got a degree in graphic design, and do you miss miss that? I know you stepped away from that when you came down here, but do you get a chance? You mentioned you also have a chance to do some of that here, but do you miss it? Do you ever want to go back to that?
I still dabble at home. You know, I freelance still on the side, but I've done a lot of stuff for the city already. Earth Day events, all the maps for them, and so yeah, I'm getting that fulfillment as well. So
okay, well, great. So there's only one question that I asked you to prepare for today, and that was, you know, what is True North to you? You know, whether that's family or work or whatever that is. No right or wrong answer. I'm just curious. If I were to ask you what True North was to you, what would your answer be?
Being true to yourself. Finding your true purpose, based on your beliefs or just anything that you encounter during the day. Once you find that inner peace, I think, is when you find that true north, and you can be happy doing it, or you can, it takes a while to find it. And I think that's what's really special about it, and knowing that a lot of people struggle with trying to find peace and happiness. And I think it's being true to yourself, finding out you and your purpose, and then bloom where you're planted. Here at the city, like I said, I deal with a lot of the residents on a day-to-day basis, and a lot of, different departments. But what comes to mind when I think of True North is we have one specific resident who comes in and shares sidewalk stories with me all the time. He's an elder gentleman, and he recently battled some cancer, and he makes it a purpose to come and say hi to me every time he pays his water bill. He has shared with me, his battle through cancer and things like that. So the purpose of what I'm doing as, on the customer service side, you're always out there and you always want to try to make a difference, right? So my purpose, I felt that day, was being, there for him when he needed to talk to someone. So it's helping them in all aspects. So when you do that, you feel the inner peace that you're doing what you're meant to be doing.
I love that, because when we talk about True North, we talk about those guiding principles, with remarkable experiences being one of those. And it sounds like that's what you're providing for this gentleman that really needs somebody, may need somebody to talk to. It doesn't surprise me about you at all that you would do that. So that's great. We appreciate you doing that. So last question. Are you planning to retire with us? Going to be with us so we got you for another 14 to 19, right?
Yeah, I do plan on it.
Okay.
That's the goal right now, yeah.
Okay, can't promise I won't still try to get you over to the city manager's office at some point. So Amanda, thank you for joining me today. I appreciate it. I'm sure there are a lot of people that hadn't gotten a chance to meet you yet that are going to be excited to know we got somebody like you on our team. So thank you so much. It was great to talk to you today. All right.